Hey, so it's the morning of IVIG. I went 6 weeks since my last infusion, going in today, and I can definitely tell that was kind of a test to see if I can go longer because I get side effects for a week of being tired and just trying to figure out, is this helping me or not? Weird thing is, I actually got my first sinus infection, I think, for the whole year after 3 weeks from my last infusion. So it wasn't like the timing of waiting longer affected it at all. Since then, I haven't been sick. I got over that really quick, but the last 2 weeks I've been real tired. So I'm like, this is almost how I used to feel, like my main thing, although I would get sinus infections, even when I could control that with nose sprays and just vitamins and all that kind of stuff. I was always very exhausted, like all the time. And so many times I was at work and I'm like, I just want to go take a nap. It was hard for me to wake up in the morning, stuff like that. So, I feel okay right now. It's not like, oh, I'm really sick, but I'm really looking forward to getting the IVIG because I really think that I'll get more energy type thing. It's a different tire that I get when I get IVIG. It's just more like, I don't know, it's just totally different. So I'm going to see. I'm hoping the side effects aren't bad because I'm kind of more tired now than I would normally be going into IVIG. So we'll see what happens, and I'll update throughout the week. But I'll make my decision after I go through the side effects or the tiredness and see how long that lasts and compare to how it feels actually these last 2 weeks of just being really tired, like sleeping 10 hours a day and stuff like that, and taking naps. So that's it. I'm off. So it's the night after my IVIG this morning, and it's Friday night. And I went in, had to wait a little while because they had a lot of people, and it was kind of like a bunch of new nurses and everything else. But I told them to stick me in the hand. I had a new nurse this time, and I told them the best place to stick me was in my hand. She was trying to get the other veins, and she made a comment like, did they try in this one place where it felt bigger? And I said yes, and every time they couldn't get it. So she got me in the hand. It felt a little bit different than the last two times that I got it in my hand. A little bit worse, I guess. Maybe I felt it a little bit more, but it wasn't too bad. I got the bag of fluids for about 45 minutes, and then I had IVIG 250 grams or milliliters at 5 hours. So I got it at a rate of 15 milliliters per hour for 30 minutes, and 30 milliliters per hour for 30 minutes, and then 60 milliliters per hour for the rest of the time. And same as usual, same side effects. After about, I guess, 2 hours, I got really tired. Took a nap, woke up for lunch. After lunch, exhausted. I was knocked out. I woke up when they walked in the door to do my blood pressure and take my temperature. And I happened to have my legs crossed when I got the blood pressure done, so it came out really low, and the nurse was like, whoa, it's really low. It was something like 80/50 or something. And so then she realized my legs like were crossed, and so then we redid it. It went up to like 98, I think, over 60, something like that. So it was a little bit better. My blood pressure is always normally low. Came home. Did not have any headaches. I kind of like when it first started to switch, I think, to the 30 milliliters per hour or something, or maybe it's when it got to 60, I could feel like a headache coming. So I just drank a lot of fluids, and I never had any problem. I took the nap. I never had any problem with a headache. I came home, no headaches. I didn't really feel bad, other than my veins had like, last time I told my doctor about this, she called it something. It's like the inflammation of the veins. And so like in my left arm, which I got the needle in my left hand, the arm was very sensitive, like just to touch any part of the veins. They were painful to touch. So that has gotten better now. I can touch my arm and not feel it as much. But while the infusion was going on, like I had it like in my forearm, almost like right there, and I had pain. So It was freezing cold. My hands were frozen the entire time. I don't know if being cold makes it worse or not, but that was the situation. And when I came home, I fell back asleep. Then I went and left to get dinner. I went to eat, and then I came home now and just resting. I feel tired, like a little cloudy in my head. Not sickly. I don't have like body aches or anything. I'm just mainly tired, which is, getting used to what this feels like again. It's normally how I react to this. It's just the tiredness, and so that's happened again. But it's something that I probably could push through. Like if I needed to work or something, I probably could do it. But I would rather just lay down and go to sleep. So now I'm going to go to bed and hope a good night's rest will help for tomorrow and this weekend if I can recover. But it's so much easier to fall asleep. Like I have trouble falling asleep during the week at night. And when I came home, I just laid on the sofa and I could like knock out really quick. That's how tired I am, and it's a side effect. So that's, what happens, and I knocked out in the doctor's office as well. Like I can probably get deep sleep because I'm a light sleeper, so I think I like knock out. But anyway, that's it. So it's Saturday night, and overview for today. Today was a pretty decent post-infusion day. I slept about 11 hours last night. I was really tired, which is normal for me, and woke up really kind of tired. I needed to clean my house. I have people coming over next weekend, so I was kind of like doing a lot of cleaning and during the day, but I had to take breaks all in between. So it's kind of like a little bit of tiredness all during the day, and it comes and goes. So I was able to do work, like there was no issue with that, but just taking breaks and laying down. And at one point I sat down and I just fell asleep in this chair. And it's kind of how the day went. It was just, I didn't go out and do anything, but I did stuff around the house, and I felt like that kind of helps. Now, the only issue I've had is my arm. The veins are hurting in my arm, and sometimes I even feel it in my leg, which I told my doctor about last time, and it's some kind of like inflammation or reaction in the vein, and she said it can be very painful to touch. And it's not exactly where they stuck me. It's like a little bit further. It's like right past that. It's almost the same spot as last time. I got stuck in the hand, and a little bit down my arm is where it hurts to touch. It's not as bad in some places as yesterday. It kind of moved a little bit, but it's still sensitive to touch. So that's been my main issue with pain wise. And then I have no headaches. I didn't even drink that much fluids. I realized later, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna drink a lot of fluids. So I did, but I haven't had any issue with head pressure or nothing like that. So it's just the tiredness, and then the vein issue. Like I feel like it's even in my calf, and I just want that to go away. I don't really know what you can do for that. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I always get like an extra boost of energy at some point, and I feel like that's coming like right now. I was taking a nap earlier, and then now that it's almost time to go to bed, or normally I go to bed a little early after infusion, it's like I have a boost of energy. Like I probably can go clean the house again or something like that. So I'm looking forward to those boosts of energy because I haven't had that in a while, and we'll see how it goes tomorrow. Hey, so it's Monday morning, and update to yesterday. Yesterday overall is pretty good. Mainly I woke up in the morning. I woke up with enough energy to wake up, but just a little bit of a tired feeling. Went to church, came home, had to lay down for a little while, and then after that I was fine pretty much the rest of the day. I went and did some stuff, and I felt fine. I had a little bit more energy. Now I realize the difference with IVIG and not having it. Even though I've been tired from the infusion, I still have like energy. It's very weird. I've been sleeping more than normal. Even this morning, I woke up at like 7 or even before 7. I'm like, how am I up? Like I didn't set an alarm or anything, and my body was like, oh, it's time, you had enough sleep, like get up. But yet I was still a little tired. But I definitely have like something on the inside. There's more energy. It's very weird. Like I can do things, I can think clearly right now. And I know before this infusion, because I went longer, I was exhausted. Like it was hard to like make it through the day. Like it's not a sleepy tired, it's just like physically exhausted, like drained type of thing. Like you just went and ran a marathon, you're just so exhausted, but I didn't do any of that. And that's how I felt before the infusion. And now it's like, even though I was sleepy tired, I think because my body was just getting tired from having the reaction of IVIG, and your body like just reacting to that and physically like trying to rest, but at the same time like having energy and not feeling exhausted. So it's the weekend is usually, I think, after that I can recover. I didn't sleep as much as I would have the past infusions. Like during the weekend I didn't rest as much. I just did some work as much as I could, and I feel fine today. Like right now I feel great. I'm going to be going to do some work and for the whole day, and I don't feel like it's going to be a problem. So the vein issue is, it's better, but it's still there. Like I went to pick something up yesterday with my left hand, which is where I got the infusion, and I could feel that vein like kind of hurt. And it was still sensitive to touch and stuff. It's a little bit better. Like I don't feel it right now. I'll see if I feel it throughout the day. But there was times I would do things, and if I had to use that, I guess that vein or that muscle that where the vein is, I would feel it. So I'm gonna ask the doctor next time I see her about what to do for that, and that's it. No other issues. I feel like it's almost a decongestion, because I was kind of congested and all. The weather here is not great. I always stay congested, and like since I got IVIG, I feel like I'm blowing in my nose a lot. Like I'm getting stuff out. I mean, it's not infection, it's just clear, but it's almost like I have a decongestion it's almost if I got like a shot for a decongestion. That's what IVIG did. So probably the good stuff's just working and it's getting it all out. And but yeah, I feel better. I did not take allergy medicine this morning because I want to see if I can go without that, because I've been taking that every day. I needed it because allergies were bad too, but I think the IVIG will help with that as well. So that's it. So it's Tuesday evening. Pretty good day. Definitely have more energy. I woke up this morning, like I got out of bed at 6:45 a.m., which never happens. I just wanted to see if actually I got out of bed, if I would make it through the whole day, because I felt awake, like I had rested enough, but usually sometimes I'll just stay in bed and go back to sleep. So I got up, I went to the gym, came back home, worked all day, and I feel fine. The only thing that has been happening the last couple of days, and I didn't know if it was related or not, is I've been like nauseous just randomly, almost like when it's almost lunchtime, like I was getting hungry, I also got nauseous. And then a little later in the afternoon, I was starting to feel nauseous again, so I had a snack. But that had happened to me the day of the infusion, and I thought it was kind of like stress related or just it happened, but it's been happening like every day almost, like randomly through the day I just feel nauseous. So I think that's a side effect, but nothing else. My body feels fine, like I normally do, and no headaches or anything like that. I haven't been drinking a lot of fluids. Like I just remembered a little while ago that I didn't really drink much today, so I did have some Gatorade. But, no big issues, definitely more energy, and that's it for today. So it's Thursday night. I didn't get on yesterday. Pretty much nothing had changed. Same stuff. I was doing fine. Only thing different is I think the sleep had caught up with me. I wasn't sleeping that much or as much as I usually do, like 9 or 10 hours. I was sleeping like 8 because I was waking up with energy and stuff like that. And I didn't have as much energy this morning, so I slept almost like 9.5 hours last night, and felt a little bit more tired than I had the past 2 days. And I've noticed that kind of happens to me. It's usually after the weekend, or even sometimes during the weekend after my infusion. I'll get like a burst of energy, and I want to do 100 things because I have all this energy, and then it kind of wears off. It's not bad. Like, I'm not tired, like I don't have the infusion, something like that. Like right before I got the infusion, I was really tired for those 2 weeks. It's not like that. So it's just I don't have that extra like super energy, like I just drank a coffee or something like that. But everything's good. No more pain in the veins or anything like that. No headaches, nothing like that. No flu symptoms. So this infusion was a success, I think. I would say everything went well. I don't think I need to get back on because I don't think anything's going to change and there's no real issues. So we'll stay on Panzyga. My next appointment is basically like almost 6 weeks. It's like 5.5 to 6 weeks because I'm going to go on a Wednesday instead of Friday. I have something going on. But I kind of want to change that. So I'm going to talk to my doctor. I'm going to see how this goes again, give it a try to do 6 weeks. If I get really tired after the 4 weeks and I have 2 weeks of just really tired, I'm going back to the 4 weeks. And that's it. So if you have any comments, leave it in the comment section. I'll usually answer all the questions or reply back to you. If you have any questions about it, let me know. I'd love to help out. And if you're dealing with anything and you know any good things to do to avoid the vein problem, let me know. Or anything you do with your infusions. So that's it. Let me know if this was helpful by liking the video, and I'll talk to y'all next time.